Hello and good afternoon, everybody. Gord King back with more Returnal. Hello, Sammy38. How you doing? But yes, we are back for more. This is exciting. It's so good. Yeah, last night we took down the evil boss of the last level of the Crimson Waste, so that was fun. That was a tough challenge. Now we find ourselves here in this third stage. Now if you give me just a moment. Sorry, just pulling up my stream on my device. And there we go. So how's everybody doing? How are y'all doing? Blow that little bugger up. Now, yesterday, well, I guess last night, I was under the impression that I was going to be on a stream at 2 o'clock my time, which meant I was going to do this stream a bit later, but I actually mixed that up. So I'm actually going to be on Words of Paradise at 4 o'clock. So that gives me time to play this now, which is quite neat. And I am excited to do so. Uh-oh. Alright, what have we here? Got a little item. Anti-energy pulse. Releases an expanding burst of energy that turns hostile projectiles into fubalites. Neat. Okay, yeah, this one will have to go up this way. What's going on, Jacob Ironside? And by the way, I will be on Jacob's channel and him on mine tomorrow, where on my channel we'll be talking some Mystery Men, which I watched again this morning. That was fun. And then on his channel, along with Sammy, we'll be talking the greatest film in the world, Amadeus. All I ask is that we stop with the Rock Me Amadeus meme, because I'm not gonna lie, I don't like it. I am too, Sammy. I'm pretty dang stoked to talk Amadeus. It's a film. I mean, well, it's my favorite movie. I mean, what more do I need to say about it? It's my favorite film ever. 'Tis the GOAT, as far as I'm concerned. And of course, it happens to be a film that not a ton of people have seen. Not enough people, at least. What's up, Beer to Beer? How you doing? Great video today, good sir.
Into a breached wall. Behind the stoneworker, arteries of machinery, similar in structure to the robotic sentinels. If I peeled back my skin, what would I discover hiding inside? That's disgusting. I don't ever want to experience what she has.
Exactly, Jacob, the excited laugh. And cheers to you. Let's see. Hostiles have a chance to drop resin upon death. I kind of liked that one a little better than this one, so I'm going to trade those out. I think I've got a bunch of I got to try to remember what parasites I have on me. Oh, shoot. Where's the little prompt? Oh. That was clumsy, to say the least. And costly. Another scout log.
I'm nearly at Broadcast Tower, but I haven't seen any evidence of any living member of the hive mind. If they sent out White Shadow, when? The mothership first picked up the transmission months back. Mathematically, that means it was triggered ages ago. Thousands of years before I was born.
Sounds to me like old Celine is in some wibbly-wobbly, timey-wimey shenanigans. Alright, let's disable these turrets. This area has turret syndrome, and I'm the cure. You see what I did there? Instead of turrets, turrets, huh? Huh? Wasn't that great? Wasn't that a brilliant joke? You don't have to tell me. I know. I was there. Oh. We got a little xenoglyph. Thank you for saying it technically precise. I do what I can. Oof, that sucked. Ouch. Paging Dr. Ouchie. There you go. I saved myself from a killing blow, but I reduced my health. So that does suck, but it was that or death. So what are you gonna do? Cannoli and Whitey. Wibbly wobbly, timey, whimsy is the correct term. Ah, I am admittedly not a Doctor Whom veteran. I agree, Jacob. It was sublime. And as y'all know, this Whitey was telling me that this is his favorite game ever. You know, he hasn't even played it, but it's his favorite. I know it. He doesn't even have to say, but he did. Ooh, a new item. What could this be? This is the thermogenic launcher. It's basically a missile launcher. Let's blow up some stuff. Yeah, good to see all you folks. And we talked about this last night, but anybody who wasn't here, what do you all think of Fallout? Because that's, I know that's what me, Leon, Vex, and there's another guest or two on there. We're going to be talking Fallout and a few Howas. What do you all think of Fallout? I want to know. I fell asleep. There you go. I did watch the whole thing. I watched half of it. I watched the last half of it last night. 50% chance to find better salvage from hostiles. Maybe you could play Fallout instead. Fallout doesn't touch this game. It's decent, but nothing spectacular. Well, I would say this the episode 4 is where I think the show becomes a bit more consistently decent. I would probably bump up my grade for the show to good if episodes 1 and 2 had been as good as, like, well, 1, 2, and 3 had been as good as, like, 4 through 8. I would have called the show good instead of just okay. But episodes 1 and 2 are pretty rough. Episode 3 isn't much better. I'd say 4 is where the show really picks up. Yeah, Sam, see, you got it. You're right. This game's amazing. Increases repair efficiency by 20%. Hostiles leave behind a pool of acid. Well, that's not good. 20% chance to not lose a consumable use, but alt fire cooldown. Nah, 5 seconds is a long time. Melee kills repair integrity. Ooh. Oh man, that's actually not bad. Silphium resources. I'm still gonna give it a like and lie to the algorithm. I gotta support your local. Well, thank you. But this game is amazing. Fallout doesn't touch this. I like Fallout New Vegas. I think that's a good game. I think New Vegas is a really, really good game. It's a game that if they did a remake or remaster, I'd probably be pretty happy about that. You know, assuming it's good. But, I think Fallout 3 is among the most overrated games ever made. Fallout 4 is okay. I think Fallout 4 is okay. Nothing great. New Vegas, exactly. It's the best one. I mean, I love the setting to Fallout, but I kind of feel like, other than New Vegas, they've never fully reached their potential. And even New Vegas has, you know, more than a few issues with it, but it's still, I would still call that a great game, because it's kind of a blast. Everyone made such a big deal about it, and I couldn't figure it out. Yeah. Let's knock out that fool. A shield, nice. Like, I kind of feel like Bethesda in general is overrated. As long as you like it, babe, wife, Jack says. From my understanding, the episodes that Jonathan Nolan made is not directing for Fallout are the best ones. Pretty much, yeah. Jonathan Nolan is not a bad idea guy, but I kind of feel like people should stop letting him direct and write. I think his writing is beyond questionable. Exactly, he's definitely not his brother. He's not Chris. That's what we should call Jonathan. Let's just call him not Christopher. Alright, got some Ubelites from there. Nice. Definitely need to up some health if I'm gonna beat the next boss, or even get close. The next boss is kind of a marathon of a boss. Uh-oh. Ouch. Hey, no problem. Thank you for coming by while you did, but yeah. You show up again, awesome. Oh, there you go, I died. I will say Goggins never disappoints. That is absolutely true. Goggins is the best thing about the show. He's excellent. I do like the girl a lot. I think the girl's pretty great. What's her name? Ella Purnell. I think she does a really, really good job. I like her quite a bit. But yeah, Goggins is freaking awesome. Alright, got a little special thing. Got the energy barricade. Creates an immobile barricade. Oh, okay, I like this. This little device is pretty neat. It's actually a good one for the next boss fight, that's for sure. But also, I can zip around now. So that makes parts of this that were not previously accessible. I'd say right now, from what I've seen, I'd give the show about a 6.5 to 7. That's pretty close to what I gave it. I know on Criticless I put it at I gave it like 63%. I was kind of between a 6 and a 6.5, so I just split the difference. Like 7 for me is when I start calling something good or very good. So I was like, okay, I'm not quite there, but there's enough for me to say it's okay and not super duper far from being a good show. So yeah, it's okay. Okay, got that. Yeah, I think it's okay. I think it's got a good foundation to build upon for the next seasons. My advice, first and foremost, though, kill off Max, because he sucks. Max is a terrible character. I don't like him. I kind of think the whole Brotherhood of Steel plotline is crap, to be honest. I don't really like any of it. Like shredding these little fools. Destroying statues like Peel. Exactly. These are our oppressors. There we go. I love the way, like, the combat, it flows so nicely. Oh my gosh. Alright, got them. Probably like 3 of these will have these guys. There we go. I don't like those things. They're probably my least favorite enemy type in this. Just out of sheer annoyance. There we go. If you can get them bunched up, they're not too bad. Indeed, it was a trap. It's a trap! Ooh, another scout log.
There are strange psychological encounters I've had with what can only be described as visual echoes of previous deaths. At first I avoided them, but I needed to know. When I follow these echoes, they lead to a corpse. I don't feel surprised anymore. Now it's a clinical choice. Repurpose their equipment or avenge them.
Yeah. I like these recordings they have of her because they kind of show this descent into the madness she has going. I have to catch up with a lot of work since I was off last week, but I'll have this on the background. Hey, no problem, Cannoli. Always appreciate you stopping by. You do your thing. Not gonna lie, I am gonna miss MMM tonight as far as... And by miss, I mean I'm sad that it won't be on. I know it's not going to be on. I do like MMM. MMM's fun. It's like M&M's, but like one more. What do we have here? Is that health? Instantly resets alt fire cooldown. Nah. Survive a killing blow detaches afterward. Yeah, we'll take this. I need to take a break for work stuff, plus having to rewatch Rebel Moon. I might have hurt myself. The one more is Vex, I think. One more for what? If you're referring to, if you're referring to the one more on Leon's show, I already said Vex. I knew Vex was going to be on it. Oh, she's the other M. I see, because she's a brown M&M. Tee. I get it. And I was looking for 1,000 brown M&Ms to fill the brandy glass, or Ozzy wouldn't go on stage that night. Oh, I know. I know you're all doing Sonic. I'm pretty sure I was the first person to drop a like on that when I saw it. That's how good a friend I am. In fact, I might have dropped all 3. I usually do that. I just switch profiles and just go boom, boom, boom. I'm cool that way, right? Yes, Jacob, I have used emulators before. It's been a little while, but I have before. Though if you're looking for a recommendation for a good one, I'm probably not the person. Though I'm sure it's an easy enough thing to Google if you're wanting to know. If you're wanting to know the answer. Oh dear. Zippity-doo-dah around here. Oh crap, I missed him. Ah. Yeah, exactly. What are you wanting to emulate? Oh, that was close. Oh my gosh. Kill him! Whoa, oh gosh. That was potentially awful if I had let that get me. That would have sucked. But I lived. And now we can use the thermogenic launcher, which these are actually, if I remember correctly, these are actually pretty good in this area. And I am gonna scan old former me. Let's avenge her. What do you want to emulate? You, Whitey? Well, no, I think he means like what generation, like what console generation games are you wanting to emulate? Because there's good emulators and there's bad ones, and some can be rather boogie. No, don't need that. Well, Z, SNES for Nintendo, for me, you have to go to a good dealer. Ah. Well, there you go. Shocking Springs. Nah, I'm good on the... I don't need that. No thanks. Halo and Fallout. Is Steam not an option for those? There's that. Yeah, I'd figure Steam would have it. I mean, obviously you don't have to pay for an emulator, so that might be why it's like, well, I don't want to pay. So, I don't know, I would think those are pretty cheap at this point. Or if you have an Xbox, like any kind of relatively modern Xbox, can play those. Oh, crap. Oh, hello. I also have a Mac. Yeah, that's what I have, is I have a Mac. I would just run a Google search on, Xbox 3, like maybe a Xbox emulator, Xbox, 360 emulator, because I mean, depending on which Fallout you're talking, I would assume you're talking about, like, Fallout 3 or New Vegas or something like that. For that, you would need a 360 emulator. Whereas with Halo, you would need just a regular Xbox one. Unless you're talking about one of the later Halo sequels, but... see. But yeah, I would honestly just run a Google search on it. I think you could probably find some decent results there. I think the Fallout games are on Game Pass. That's true, yeah. If you have an Xbox, that's obviously an easy option, but I would assume you don't if you're looking for an emulator. Okay, this room is good and empty. Oh, it's gonna be under. There we are. It's nice, I can fully explore these areas now. Uh-oh. Well, at least I didn't die. There we go. I will take that. Please and thank you. Yeah, that's another question. Which Fallout game? I would assume it's either New Vegas or 3, though Fallout 4 is PS4, Xbox One gen, which I don't think they have emulators for those yet. Though I could be wrong. I don't know how fast those move. I almost fell there. Okay, we got one more. And yeah, hello. Okay. Oh, hello. That's what's firing at me. Goodbye. Releases an expanding burst of energy that turns hostiles into the... We're good. Since everybody's saying how good 3 and New Vegas are, those two. Yeah, that would be a 360/PS3 mod you would need. Or emulator. Mod. I'm so used to that word. I was thinking mod as in modulator. There we go. Increase proficiency. Hello, little shinies. I thought that thing would wake up. Wake up! There we go. Now my proficiency's up. Oh, neat. Do I have enough to buy this? Nope. I still need a little less than 100. Enables more powerful melee and breaks yellow barriers. That's actually pretty good. I could use that, and I don't need that many oobaloots to make that happen. Even if there are any in here. Tear down the statues of our oppressors! It's my house. In the middle of the street.
It's open again.
Uh-oh. Story time.
The fog seeping inside. Am I not the only thing that can enter here?
Exactly.
This
Now,
melody. I remember that.
that melody is worth keeping in mind, by the way, and it's a very recognizable song. This is just creepy.
What are you doing?
Somebody fracked up her plasma TV. Someone's calling her name. That's Thea, which that is the name of her mother, if I'm not mistaken. Some spooky sci-fi right there. Yeah, it sounds much worse down there. Sounds all evil. And you can't go up there, it's blocked off too. And now the television's on. No Fallout game seems available without a workaround for Mac through Stream. Ah, that's unfortunate. I know this much. I'm probably not even gonna bother buying another console anytime soon. What I'll buy next is a gaming PC. There are plenty of tested and proven workarounds. Yeah, I think there's one called like Wineskin or something like that for Mac that I think you can use as a workaround.
Waiting for me. Like the astronaut.
When we look back at the monumental success of the first cruise, tragic car accident occurred in the Okanagan Wenatchee landing, it is impossible to divorce the forest. Although authorities have yet to identify the mission's significance in itself from the effects the cause, as road conditions were optimal, the car broke through a guardrail and plunged witnessing world into lake. The driver, Thea, the collective and conscious understanding, has suffered major spinal injuries. Her daughter, miraculously, of humankind's place on Earth. And thereby the universe originated from the moment we stepped upon the surface of another celestial body, survived unharmed.
And there's the astronaut. Protesters shut down the Golden Gate Bridge just now. Oh gosh. Toss them overboard. Look at that creepy astronaut looking back at you. And look where it's standing. It's standing in the hall outside. Hello.
What do you want?
And now this door is open. It does kind of look like they took some inspiration for these parts from the Kojima Silent Hill thing.
Isn't it, Mother? I told you to...
This game is a trip. I know. That's what I love about it. That is what I love about it. Personal item seems to have a positive effect on Dash. But yep, that is why I appreciate this game. It has a really interesting narrative, and I think the gameplay is a freaking blast. Ouch. Oh, crap. Didn't know there was a drop off there. Wow, when is that crap gonna end? You stop it. Stop it. Shut up, Meg. Gotcha. I think that might be all of them. Okay, good. Got myself nice and healed. Oh, when you said when's that crap gonna end, you were referring to the protest. I thought you were talking about the game. Yeah, how come Iran... Yeah, it's like, why is Israel not just letting them attack? Didn't they... I think they pulled something like they attacked, and then they immediately were like, okay, that's all we're gonna do. Like, swoop in there, get their licks in there, like, see, we've ceased fire. I'm like, it's insane. But as for when is that kind of stuff gonna end? Never. Never. As the Bible has always said about the sons of Ishmael, he will be a wild ass of a man, and his hand will be against everyone. It's only going to get worse closer to November. Yeah, I think they'll ensure that. Oh, nice. Level 4. I will take it. Blocking traffic is such a 2010 and up thing. Yeah. Let's block traffic. It's like, I've got an idea. Let's keep driving. Thought that thing was gonna come up. I can scavenge, or I can avenge. Nah. Nah. I've done those avenge things. They can actually be pretty tough. What is... There's some item that's upward. I just don't know what. Not sure. Not gonna worry about it. Let's just go in here. Now this, I believe, is possibly the way back. No, this is just something I can get now.
A tree riddled with eyes. The slaughter of bipedal vertebrates. The bed being swallowed by tentacles. The astronaut overhead. And a being that resembles me.
Very true, Whitey.
How did they capture my likeness so perfectly?
And this is the rot gland lobber, which that's basically a big poisony thingy. Not a bad weapon. Actually can do some pretty significant damage. But I like this weapon better. But good to have that one on. Remember when they tried to block traffic and that worked out well? Yeah. Honestly, this is how they should have continued the Metroid series. Oh man, that would have been freaking dope. That would have been cool. Leeching nanoswarm data cube. Sounds neat. Yeah, this style actually would be great for Metroid. Gosh, that's a dang good idea, actually. Obviously, you would probably remove like the roguelike elements where you would get sent backwards every time you died. But yeah, I mean, this has otherwise a very similar structure to Metroid. That'd be freaking cool. Although, I mean, granted, I don't want to sound like I'm crapping on the last Metroid game, because Metroid Dread actually was pretty freaking cool. But this is a style that I haven't seen many games attempt to adopt, and it's so good. This is just one of those games I'm kind of amazed that people saw fit to crap on it. Because, whether you get into the story or not, I'm like, okay, fine, whatever, but, the combat in this game is so much fun. And not difficult to get a grasp of. I mean, the upgrading and stuff might be, and, yeah, I get getting sent back can be frustrating, but it's not without purpose. And it's not like there's no progress you make along the way. But just the actual flow of combat is pretty exceptional. It is really good. I love how they block traffic and then one of them gets hit and they blame the drivers. It's like you're on the highway. Exactly. It's like you're on the freaking highway. What do you expect is supposed to happen? I don't know if anyone remembers that episode of The Office where he's dressed as Santa and Kevin sits on his lap and he's like, "What would you like for Christmas?" And he's like, "I don't know. I didn't think you were going to ask me that." He's like, "Well, what did you think was going to happen?" It's like the way he says that, I'm like, that's me when I see stupid stuff like that. It's like they blame the drivers and they're like, "Well, what did you think was going to happen?" I know that was a roundabout way of explaining that, but still, context.
The variety of dangerous fauna on this world is beyond anything I've previously experienced. I hate to use the term, but it feels mythic. It's impossible not to think of my books. Hydras, gorgons, and other monsters returning to life.
Very true, Celine. I like that these things are creepy, because, I mean, you can use them to work your way upward, but if you don't detach soon enough, they can eat you, which is kind of horrible. Work our way up. And this will take us back to Area 3.
Is this way. And now I have the technology to reach it.
Exactly. And I have the key to open this thingy. An unfed pawn. Grants 20% stagger power for each attached parasite. Nice. Let's attach more parasites then. Stagger power is good power. You've got these various statues. Gonna switch to PC, Bluetooth, and listen in for a while till phone recharges. Hey, no problem, mate. No problem, mate. Open sesame seeds. One thing I forgot to do. I forgot to actually go buy the thingamabobber to break down yellow barriers. Whatever, it's not a big deal. Yeah, we definitely want that, so we'll replace that. That ups our proficiency. Okay, let's go ahead and travel on up there. It's a good run so far. I can just stay healthy. Get some decent itemage along the way. I could have a nice little shot at beating this part. What have we here? Disables turrets. Nah, I can deal with turrets. Jalen, what's going on, man? Freaking bats! Kill, 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 kill. And open. Instantly reach adrenaline max. That's actually a really good one. Just in case you get hit, that's actually a really good thing to have. Oh, poop. I fell. Spitball blaster. No. There we go. Yeah, that's my kind of weapon. That's what I'm talking about. And we'll have to go around to get that item, whatever it be. Nope. Don't need that. It's not a bad item, but I think we're good without the shield. Glad that thing's already dead. Those things can be a bit of a bother. Disables turrets. Uh-oh. Company. Oh man, that thing had some radius to it. Or it hit. Impact radius. Got those. I think there's one more down there. Yep. Got it. And we're gonna use our adrenaline thingy. Now we'll do the disable turret thing. Nice. And that's one of the barriers I could have knocked down if I had remembered about getting that upgrade, but I forgot. I guess now we see if this thing attacks me. Wow, still no attacking on these things. That's good, I guess. Not a bad thing. I see some enemies. Go. Did take a hit, unfortunately. Another turret disabler. Got 3 of those now. Oily Oddkeeper, 20% chance not to lose a consumable. Upcoming malfunctions have harder fix requirements. That's okay. Because we also get 20% stagger for those things. Going up. Gord, you watch Fallout? Yeah, yes I did, CLS. In fact, I will be on Leon Idle's channel, Words of Paradise, in about 2 hours, and we will be talking Fallout. So, yes, I finished it last night. And welcome to the channel. Or I should say welcome back. Obviously, you're not new here. Woohoo! Switch to our turret disabler. Did I like Fallout? I thought it was okay. I thought it was okay. I thought it was a solid show, not a great one. A lot of people are hyping it up as amazing or great. I'm more on the it's okay train. I'm still waiting to watch it with my brother, so I might not be at Leon's. Ain't no problem. But yeah, I believe it is an okay show. I think design-wise, it's spectacular. I think Walton Goggins is an absolutely phenomenal character because, I mean, he's just that kind of actor. He's always good. That dude just doesn't disappoint. What can I say? I hate those things. But, and I think the girl does a great job. I think she's an awesome character. And I also think the story relies way too much on coincidence. I think the Brotherhood of Steel arc is quite weak. And I think the Brotherhood of Steel main character kind of flat out sucks. Oh, they flew away. Yes, that's my brief overview. I definitely think it's worth checking out. It has a lot of promise. We will see how well they capitalize on what they've created, because they definitely have something that could be really good. Yeah, the action's really, really strong. Like I said earlier, the design is... The design's kind of the highlight, to be honest. The way they've designed the Fallout Wasteland is kind of nothing short of spectacular. I mean, there's a couple of moments where the CG's not very good. In fact, there's one moment that came to mind that was actually quite bad, but it's very, very brief, so not really that much worth complaining about there. I wouldn't knock any points off for it or anything. It was just like, ooh, that looked rough, and then it's over. But yeah, I enjoyed it. That was good. Or at least okay. Oh shoot, there's another one. Woof. There we go. Get that thing out. Now let's shoot up this spear if we can. Yeah. Oh crap, I can't believe I let that hit me. Use keys. I need to use a couple of keys. Well, that sucks. Obolites disappear 1.5 times faster. Well, that's not the end of the world, I guess. There can be worse malfunctions than that. That one I can live with. I appreciate good practice. Yeah. Yeah, practical effects are pretty dang strong on the show. What do we have here? Shortens alt fire cooldown by 2 seconds. Very nice. Go fabricate my materials. Let's see. Ooh, a thermogenic launcher level 11. I will take it. Let's blow stuff up. Looks like we got a little blue room we can go into. And we can spend in it. I just watched The Matrix for the first time last night. It's good, but there are a lot of plot holes with some of the rules they set up. I still enjoyed it, but it's definitely overrated. I agree and disagree with you. I do not think The Matrix is overrated. I do think it has plot holes. I can't sit here and tell you I think it's an overrated show, though. Or overrated movie. I think its status is well earned. It's a very innovative sci-fi classic. It's great. But then again, CLS, you're kind of starting to develop a bit of a reputation of being known for calling everything overrated. I think it's your youth talking. Not necessarily contrarianism, but I think you might be holding a little too much loyalty to your era. But I could be wrong. What's this? It's okay. It's a little transporty thingy. So, I can move around a little bit. And by the way, part of the reason I would say it's not overrated is because the plot holes for The Matrix have kind of always been acknowledged. I don't think it's something that people have ever failed to acknowledge. Matrix has always been known to have had plot holes. There's already calls for the main character girl in Fallout to be made gay. Well, of course there are. Of course there are. You should make her a lesbian. It's like, oh, feck off. It's like, guys, she's literally made out with... She's slept with one guy and made out with a dude. She's very clearly attracted to men only. In fact, and she will actually fooled around with a third. Because she was messing around with her cousin. She's incestuous. She's not a lesbian. It's like there's... It's like, guys, if she was a lesbian, it would have already happened at this point. I mean, if you're wanting to do the show honestly. But who knows? Maybe they'll cave in. You never know. All those freaking dyke mobs always want more. Jonathan Nolan pretty much told him to go away. Good for him. I'm glad. I think they want to do that because she actually has some traditional values to her. She's not a Mary Sue really in any way, shape, or form, which I think pisses them off. I mean, they want to ruin everything. They're sickos. They're all sickos. gonna try to get to 400 ovolite so I can buy something of note. Alright. Going in the right direction. Good, good, good. Uh-oh. With these all-seeing eyeball thingies. Oh no! There we go. That sucks, they don't track. It's better if they track. Okay. There we go, very nice. A little health coffin action. Hee. Which I should have laid down in that and then grabbed the little green thing, because I actually would have upgraded my... I would have added another bar. Okay, how do I get over there? Of course, let's blow that up. Just for fun. I probably have to be up there and hop down. And then grab it. Oh my goodness.
Endured, Selene hollowed. From here, I can see where the horizon becomes the edges of my eye. I don't want to become this person.
That would be pretty freaky. Hearing yourself talking all weird and floopy. Going nutso. That'd be creepy. I wouldn't like it. How you doing, Israel? Good to see ya. Hoo-ah. But you're probably right. I overthink a lot of movies. For some reason. It's not... I mean, I'm not trying to disable your thinking ability. I think a lot about the movies, I do too. But
not even the outer defenses could repel them.
I think it comes down to I guess when you're assessing films. Oh, hang on. You know what? We'll talk in a sec because this part's gonna suck. Holy cow. Well, there's nothing wrong with liking films of any kind. You're not wrong to like anything. Liking is not fully in your control. It's okay to like movies that you know are bad. There's literally nothing wrong with that. Obviously recognizing quality over like, that's what we call objectivity. I think that's a good thing to have. But I would say this also, watching a movie once, I would say is almost never enough.
They seemed...
Especially when you're analyzing it.
Forsaken.
Because I know this much, there are times when I'll watch something and kind of, be analyzing it, and, even something that's bad, I'll see things while I'm analyzing it, it's like, okay, this is bad, this is wrong, whatever. And then I'll go back over and I'm like, well, it's still bad, but this actually wasn't wrong. This actually was handled well. This was eventually fixed. Or whatever. It's objectively wrong to like Disney Star Wars. I mean, it isn't, but if somebody were to tell me they like Disney Star Wars, I'm going to start questioning. I'm going to ask them why. I'll just put it that way. I'll be like, okay, what for? Why? It's that guy looking in the mirror meme. It's like, why are you like this? Why do you like that? I know the movie looks pretty, but come on. Why do you like it? Let me know. What's wrong with you? Were you beaten as a child? No. Uh-oh. It's okay to like a movie. Everyone else hates Bloodsport. Well, no, actually, most people do. Most people I talk to actually quite like Bloodsport. I didn't dislike Bloodsport necessarily. I just think it's a bad movie. I think the movie's kind of silly. I don't dislike it necessarily. I was like, yeah, it's entertaining. It's just kind of silly. But Bloodsport has quite a few fans. A lot of my friends actually are huge fans of Bloodsport. Heck, Cannoli is a big Bloodsport fan, and he was on our show with us. He just picked the other movie over it, but yeah. But no, The Matrix is a movie that definitely, saying I like Disney Star Wars is a brain dead response. I want to be consistent when I tell, it's like if I tell people it's okay to like something, it's like I don't want to omit Star Wars from the bunch, even if I think it's appallingly bad. Because we don't, like I said, we don't have a ton of control over what we actually like. But again, there's a difference between I like this and this is actually really good. And it's good for this reason and that. It's like, I mean, if you can give reasons, right? And I would say this much: anybody who likes anything, I do think you should be able to come up with reasons why. Now, whether or not those reasons amount to the movie's actually good is, you know, a different matter. But, you know, for some people, writing is the thing that matters most. That's obviously the thing that matters to me the most. I think writing tends to be the backbone of a good movie. But some people, for some people it's interchangeable. Sometimes writing's the most important thing, sometimes it's effects and the superficial stuff. You know, just varies person to person. Can even vary movie to movie for what amounts to a good film. Yeah, I agree, Ezra. He's definitely... Yeah, we were talking about that earlier. Jonathan Nolan's not his brother. He is not his brother. Phew, that was close. I didn't want to get hit by that stupid thing. Ooh, Hollow Seeker plus 13. That's actually not too bad. I'll use those. I'm not worried about that. Not gonna be able to grab that. No big deal. I can live with that. That's fine. Speaking of liking movies, I was trolling yesterday and said a lot of hot takes. I got blocked by 3 people. Alright. I mean, if that's what you were aiming for, I guess good job. Big Trouble in Little China is not big on the writing, but it's still a good movie. See, I actually think Big Trouble in Little China is a pretty well-written movie. I think it's, you know, its rules are obviously outrageous, but that's fine. I mean, I think you're more than allowed to have outrageous rules. Lord of the Rings has outrageous rules. It's a fantasy. There's nothing wrong with having an outrageous set of rules, as long as you operate by them consistently. I actually would contend Big Trouble in Little China, at least from what I remember, does so pretty well. Those guys are fun. I'm gonna keep this gun. This gun actually was pretty powerful. Tell Denis Villeneuve that writing is the backbone of good films, and he'll tell you a different opinion, at least dialogue-wise. And sometimes story-wise, too. It's not only just dialogue. Look, Denis Villeneuve is, you know, very similar to Christopher Nolan, and one of the things they actually happen to have in common is they happen to have a very well-regarded sci-fi movie that's nowhere near as good as people think it is. Nolan's is Interstellar, Denis is Arrival. Arrival's kind of a mess. Well, guys, gotta go. Hopefully, see you, Alliance. No problem, CLS. You have yourself a good one. Not worried about that weapon. Yeah, Big Trouble in Little China is a movie I wouldn't mind. I think next time I watch it, I'm going to try to pay close attention to how well it's written, because I don't recall it being done poorly or anything. I don't think it's necessarily poorly done on that front. It's one of your favorite movies. Hey, it's not a bad choice. It's a fun movie. It's a really fun movie. I mean, I could be wrong. It could be a movie that objectively doesn't hold up writing-wise, but I tend to think it probably holds up okay. Now, part of that is I have never heard anyone lob any serious complaints on that front. But, also from my own experience watching it, I was like, yeah, this is pretty dang solid. Attaching and detaching parasites repairs integrity. Cool. Oh my goodness. Let's kill that fool. What's this one? Moderate chance that this could hurt me, I guess, or I could cleanse it. Most important depends on the category of film. With comedy, it's how much it makes me laugh. I mean, that's not a bad standard to have with comedies. Though I would say comedy, generally how well it makes you laugh would generally depend upon the writing, though obviously there's other things to consider, like sight gags, you know, things like that, but yeah, Arrival's kind of messy as much as I really enjoyed it. Yeah, I mean, I didn't dislike watching Arrival, but it's one of those movies that when you think about it, it's like, I'm not sure this would hold up at all under scrutiny, or at least it's some of the things that it does to tell its story on a moral level can be considered highly questionable. At least as far as certain characters are concerned. Like, you could argue Amy Adams' character a bit morally reprehensible. You could. That could be argued. There's a few things about that movie that I didn't care for. But it's been a long time since I watched it. It has been a while. Let's head over here. Teleport. Blue collar loser, what's going on, man? Returning to Aliens Dark Descent, okay game, but it was getting frustrated playing it. Same with Interstellar, though Inception and 2049 are pretty incredible. Inception, I'm pretty sure holds up well, from what I've been able to assess about it. I think that's a pretty high quality film. Blade Runner, I've yet to examine all that closely, but I know I really like it. So, well, Blade Runner 2049. I know I very much like that film. So, does it hold up objectively? I honestly don't know. But I know I really like it. I know I quite like it, despite how other people feel about it. It's like, yes, there are people I very much respect who do not care for 2049, and that is totally fine. Improv can be another important thing in comedies to make someone laugh, just not... I don't know. Like I said, I was going to exposit on that a little bit further. That it's not just writing. Sight gags, you know, improv. Now, granted, improv, while it's not technically writing, still follows, you know, the same principle. You know, it's still going to follow the same principle as good writing. It's, you know, if a good joke's a good joke, whether it's written or improvised, and generally that means it's well told or well performed or whatever like that. But if it's well told, that means whether it was written in your head or written on the page, it kind of follows the same principle. But you know, it's not only that, you know, there, and you know, what we even are talking about when it comes to writing can vary. You know, like a movie like Airplane, that's an all-time great comedy, and it has nothing to do with storytelling because the story is ridiculous. I mean, and it's intentionally ridiculous. The movie is there to tell joke after joke after joke after joke, and it's really freaking funny. So yeah, on that one I would say, yeah, writing, it's like it's got great jokes, great sight gags, all that stuff. It's not about the storytelling at all. There are a good number of movies that, you know, would fit that mold comedically. Alright, zip on through there. Oh boy. Okay, gotta be careful here. Oh, almost got grabbed. I forgot that guy can grab you like that. I will address what you said in a second, Blue Collar. I just don't want to die here. If you're unfamiliar with this game, it's among the most challenging out there that I've beaten. But it's bloody good. It's called Returnal. It's so awesome. Alright, let's go with what you said. Starting today, every Monday, Regal is playing every Spider-Man movie. $5 for each one. Which ones would you go see? I figured I'd take my kid because he's 16 and Toby films came up before he was born. Let's see. 1 definitely. 2 definitely. 3 no. 3's pretty bad. Even though I did see that in theaters, but hey, I didn't know. I didn't know any better. You're making me want to play this. Yeah, this game is freaking awesome, dude. So I know everyone says Elden Ring's the best game on PS5. I like this possibly more. I'm not sure yet. But this game might be my favorite game on the PS5. If it's every single Spider-Man movie, not just the Tobey ones, I would see 1 and 2 of his. I don't particularly like The Amazing Spider-Man, but I know a lot of people are fond of it, so maybe that one. I think you can skip The Amazing Spider-Man 2, though I haven't seen it. I haven't seen The Amazing Spider-Man 2 all the way through, so I can't really comment on it, but everyone I've talked to who's watched it says it's garbage. Into the Spider-Verse is absolutely outstanding, so I definitely would see that. I would, even though I'm not a huge fan of Far From Home, I would go ahead and just say see all of the Tom Holland ones. I actually am a huge fan of No Way Home. My hot take amongst for Spider-Man movies is that, not counting the animated ones, not counting Into the Spider-Verse, No Way Home actually, or not No Way Home, Homecoming, excuse me. Homecoming's actually my favorite Spider-Man movie. I think it's the best one. I think it's the best written one. Yes, even more than Tobey's Spider-Man 2, which I know a lot of people disagree with me on that, but I don't care. I actually think it's the best one. Across the Spider-Verse, it might be worth checking out, but I'll be honest, I was pretty lukewarm on that one. I saw you, Jalen. You liked it. And that's fine. I don't think Far From Home is all that good, but it's not bad either. And I guess it's good to have all the continuity of Holland's Spider-Mans, and it's good enough for that. It's not a great movie, but it's good enough. Ah, this is a pylon. Here we go. This is a signal thingy. Oh my gosh.
Activated pylon. The tower is now accessible.
Yep, we are getting close to the white shadow signal. The thing she's been looking for the whole game. Oh crap, why didn't I move? That was stupid. I let myself get hit. But yeah, those would be the ones I check out. All three Hollands, two of Tobey's three, probably both the animated ones, and one of the Garfields. Okay, I'm definitely not doing that. Let me see, what's this? Detach a random parasite and recycle it. Okay, so 3 Tobey, 2 Garfield, and 3 Holland. They're not doing the animation. Okay. So yeah, I would say Spider-Man 1 and 2, Amazing Spider-Man 1, and all 3 Tom Hollands. That's the one. That's how I would do it. That's how I would go about it.
I was so goddamn close this time. If Helios wasn't broken, we could prepare a strategy. The fact that his database retains my scans after each return.
Like, to me, the whole reason to see the Garfield one is because I don't particularly like either of the Garfield ones, but I really like him. I really like him as Spider-Man. I think he deserved better movies. I think he's probably the best actor to play Spider-Man. How long is this game? Stellar Blade is next week, so I want to stream that ASAP. First time playing this, it can take a while because there's a lot. I mean, there's a bit of a learning curve with this game. It is not easy. It took me probably about 60 hours to beat this the first time. Second time, it's not taking anywhere near that long, I don't think, but it's kind of dependent on how well your skills develop while you play it. It's not an easy game. It's pretty challenging because it's the roguelike structure. So basically, if you die, you get sent back to the beginning. Now you do still make progress by like getting various upgrades and unlocking shortcuts and stuff like that, but and plus it has a lot of the levels
That's the astronaut.
get changed up. Yeah.
High above.
Yeah, this is a tough one. I wouldn't... If you're wanting to finish this before Stellar Blade, yeah, I would have started like a couple of weeks ago. Yeah.
Stalking me. Or guiding me.
I am curious about Stellar Blade, though. What I played of it, I liked. He's not really that good unless he's working with the Russo brothers. Yeah, so far I'd have to agree. I mean, I don't think Holland's a bad actor or anything away from the Russos, but he's done really nothing of note other than Spider-Man. I haven't seen him good in anything other than the Spider-Man movies. I would have liked Uncharted to be good, but I don't think that necessarily was his fault, though. I think he was miscast. I think the whole idea they had for Uncharted was kind of crap. I'm gonna have to stream Uncharted pretty soon. I love that series. Uncharted's dope. I didn't see Uncharted all the way through, but the scenes I've watched, I'm like, this was a bad idea. Because they wanted to go with a younger version. He can actually do a New York accent. I don't feel like his accent sounds all that New York, to be honest. I mean, it's not a bad American accent, but it doesn't sound particularly New York. Do any of them sound that New York? But Garfield overall is a way better actor. It's not even close. That dude's been Oscar nominated for a reason. I mean, Social Network, stuff like that. That dude can freaking kill it as an actor. Yeah, Garfield's resume just destroys Tom Holland's. You Can See Me Dying. Also, yeah, I would debate Tom's best movie was him playing off of Tobey and Andrew. Yeah. But I mean, and gentlemen, if you talk to a lot of people who saw No Way Home, they'll tell you that the best thing about No Way Home was Andrew Garfield. Everyone kind of loved Andrew Garfield in that. Dude was kind of a scene stealer. Alright, let's approach this one carefully. Oh, shoot. That's where they take away my thingy. Okay, get a little bit of health there. Dang it. Well, you know you think that. You're wrong. I do think Holland's in the better movies. I'll give him that. But, again, good for him. I'm glad. I like Tom Holland a lot. I will defend his Spider-Man to the hilt. I do think he gets needless flack for his Spider-Man. I think he's dang good in that role, but
now that I've encountered the laser security systems,
I thought Garfield was pretty excellent.
I can safely conclude this. The hive mind developed this network in order to contain the severed. That was the intent. But the execution, failure, it only slowed them down.
Ooh, got a couple of those now. Nice! We're healed up mostly, so that's also good. What is down there? Little pathway. Getting close to a boss fight. This room should be fun. Oh, okay. This is just backtracking. This is backtracking. Considering he went into No Way Home as the joke experiment, this is a lot of energy. Yeah. Well, and there was more than a tad little bit of meta there with the way they handled his appearance. You can tell that the director of No Way Home wanted to give him an arc that enabled, you know, the redemption of his Spider-Man. Not just in the story sense, but, you know, in the movie sense. You know, give people a reason to root for him again, because they were like, oh, we like him. Use that. Oh, wow, I didn't lose it. That's kind of neat. I guess, oh yeah, I think I'm wearing a parasite that increases the probability that I will not lose an item. That's cool. So I didn't lose those. Awesome. Alright, let's hold off a bit. Let's make sure we know what we're dealing with. Oh, crap. No, I did not see their new logo and uniforms. I wasn't aware they had them. Are they good or are they cringe? Are they good Aaron Rodgers or ayahuasca Aaron Rodgers? Okay, I guess. Alright. I haven't seen them though. I'll have to check those out. I didn't know they were aiming to do anything like that. Alright, I'll get some. How strong is this? Oh dear. There's another one. It's alive. It's up there. I kind of think this Hollow Seeker is powerful enough to hang on to. It's a good weapon here. It's a bloody killer. I like it. I'm gonna hang on to you till another weapon proves its worth over. Yeah, this thing is shredding these enemies. I like it. Now, my proficiency is definitely climbing. I'm closing in on 15 on that front. If only I could find a key, though, that'd be good. Because I could go into that room and get whatever healthy, wealthy things are there. So the TV show had me buy Fallout 4 on PlayStation Network. PS5 $5 next week. It gets a next gen update. Looking forward to it. Really, Fallout 4 is getting a next gen update. Interesting. Because I have that game. When I bought my PS5, that was one of the free games that they gave me. So that's pretty cool. I read a comment on Instagram, and a guy said that the Jets are going to be undefeated and Rodgers is going to destroy the cup. Well, I think we can all just, you know, have a little laugh at that little goober's expense and then dismiss it as it should be dismissed, because obviously that's not going to happen. Yeah, because it came out 9 years ago. Yeah. I actually, when that game first came out, I had the whole little Pip-Boy edition that was a huge seller. Like, there was I don't know if you remember, there was a ton of hype around Fallout 4 when it was getting ready to come out. I mean, like, so much freaking hype for that game. Because it had been the first, it was the first Halo game Fallout game in a really, really long time. So, yeah, people were absolutely jazzed out of their minds that was coming out. Because I played 4 and I was like, buy it now. I mean, I think Fallout 4 is okay. I don't think it's really all that special, to be honest. I was kind of disappointed by it, if I'm being honest. It's not a bad game, but I was not super duper impressed with it. I was... And the funny thing is, if I had been smarter about my purchase, or at least my expectations, I would have remembered that... Because I had come off playing... I was coming off of having played New Vegas not too long before that. And so I guess I had New Vegas in mind when I purchased it, and I was like, oh my gosh, Fallout 4 is going to be great, because New Vegas was great. I put a ton of time into my settlement. Yeah, well, the settlement thing actually is part of what I found so disappointing about it. I thought, the way it got built up, I thought we were going to be able to do like these cool like faction wars and stuff like that. Like you would build up your fortress and there would be a cool reason behind it. I ultimately kind of found the faction thing useless. I was like, who cares, you know? But that wasn't like the only thing. I thought the campaign was kind of lackluster and just didn't do much for me. Shoot. Why? Oh, it's you. You're the one doing this crap. If Rogers got hurt, Brady goes to the Jets, win the Super Bowl. How much does making another team that look like lifetime losers win the Super Bowl make his legacy get even higher? I mean, well, first off, while his legacy as an individual would be great, that would piss off a lot of his fans. I mean, I'm not going to hold it against him. I mean, he can go wherever the heck he wants. But I mean, legacy-wise, yeah, it'd be freaking enormous. I mean, shoot, you go to the Jets and you win a Super Bowl, it'd be insane. Do I think he's going to go to the Jets and win a Super Bowl? No. But yeah, it'd be pretty insane. That would be pretty insane, especially at his age. Well, I do want to see the game on PS5 now. I played it on Xbox back then. Yeah, I played Fallout 4 on PlayStation 4. That was my console at the time. I have not played it since getting a PS5. So it getting an upgrade, that is cool. I'm happy about that. So I do look forward to checking it out again. But again, I thought the game was fine. I'm willing to play it again, but
This is the origin.
It didn't do a ton for me.
White Shadow. Just like he said.
Is it New Vegas your favorite one? Absolutely. New Vegas is easily my favorite one. It's not even close.
I know these recorded logs will be psych-evaluated, but that isn't why I'm hesitant to return to my life. The idea of waking up to routine, gym, coffee, books, interacting with people, sleeping, rarely dreaming. It sounds so alien now. I sound... She sounds like she's losing focus.
Alright, got a little upgrade stuff going on here. Unleashes a swarm of nanobots that attack nearby hostiles, slowing them down and repairing integrity. Ooh, that's actually kind of neat, but let's see. Season Pass is $10. A lot of DLC in that. I never even bothered to play the DLC. I never played the DLC. I'm going to take those little nanobots. Yeah, we are getting very close to the boss fight. Alright, let's look over here. Alright, so since we're almost at the boss fight, guys, give me about 60 seconds. I'm going to use the restroom real quick before I take on this boss, so I will be right back. Okay, dokie, we're back. We are back and more relaxed. Alright. I ain't gonna lie, this boss fight coming up is pretty wild from what I remember. So
What
let's
is the
see.
truth behind White Shadow? Why do you repeat my buried past? How can you know? Out here in the void.
Lady's freaking out a bit, which is, you know, understandable. And there's the sidearm. Not gonna use that. Sidearms are gay. Yeah, this fight's pretty wild from what I remember. Oh, jeez. This is a multi-stage, multi-location fight, too. Ah, gotta get out of the way faster. Oh, I'd forgotten how good the music is in this. It's so ominous. I love it. Oh, that was close. Ah! Okay, it's one phase. This is so cool. Definitely need to heal. Hopping on over. Ow. It'd be a tough one to win. But we'll see. Alright, that's 2 phases down. Now the last one. Oh my gosh. There we go. Oh dear. Gonna blow me backwards. This is what they call bullet hell, and I think it's awesome. Oops, that's not good. Oh, dang. Okay, I get to reset. That's good. That's good. Okay, I just need a... What? Return by parasite? That's... Yeah, that's right, because I've got the... Survive a killing blow, lose a lot of health, which is fine. I did lose a good amount, but that's okay. Survival matters. Got a shot at this. Pinwheels from hell? Yeah, kind of. One more hit might do me in if I get hit by that again. It's gonna be a tough one. Oh. Ah, dang it. Pooey. Yeah, that's a wild fight. I love it. It's so good. But yeah, blue car, this is what I was talking about. You sent all the way back. Now, it won't take me long to get back, because I've unlocked a lot of stuff, but... it still can be seen as somewhat deflating. Is there any reason to go back in here? Doesn't appear to be, so I'm good on that front. Driving a Chick-fil-A with pumpkin in my car. Stereo, nice. She has a lightsaber? Yeah, kinda. I use it quite often, dude. I use the sword a lot. Adrenaline levels are up. Alright, bumping up all that. Dang, I've already got my adrenaline level up to 4. I only got one and I had to wait a month, not waiting 45 minutes and drive through. OMG. Wow. Up the proficiency. Alright, let's take a look at where we're going real quick. Alright, need to... let's see if we can get some health. Upgrade that. Alrighty. Get some nice stuff. Got some Uber lights. Some Uber lights. At least you reflate instead of respawn. Yeah. Okay, there's some resin over there. Respawn. Little fabricator thingies. Can't really do anything with those. Unless there's something around here I can destroy and get, but nope, they sent me here too quickly. Well, I went down too quickly. I didn't have to. Let's use the thermo launcher. That'll be fun. efficiency. Let's see here. Don't see a simple entry. Dude, there is a guy standing in drive-thru with a tablet. He takes your card, and when you hit the window, food is done and good to go. This is awesome. He had 2 pouches on his belt, 1 for cash with change. Is that not typical where you are? We've actually had that over here for a while. No joke. Other than on, like, you know, days of high or low precipitation. Yeah, that's pretty standard for Chick-fil-A over here. There's a protection augment. Very nice. And some arbalites. Chick-fil-A does sound pretty good. Yeah. Chick-fil-A would be pretty good, but I'm not in a position to have it right now, personally. I got the spikies. Oh, shoot. Oh, good. Glad there was another platform there, because I thought I was about to lose some health. Oh, phooey. Well, there goes the adrenaline I had. There we go. I'm so used to McDonald's and Burger King. Oh, okay. We've had Chick-fil-A around here. There we go. Kill. Yeah, I like me some Chick-fil-A. What time is it? It's almost 10 after 3. I will have to stop in about 15-20 minutes. I got time to go on. I got Leon's show coming up. I don't think I've ever once in my life had a Burger King burger or a Carl's Jr. burger and Jack in the Box. Well, I've definitely never had Jack in the Box because we don't have Jack in the Box over here. It's not in my area. I mean, Carl's Jr. is basically Hardee's, so if that counts, then yes, I've had a Hardee's burger. And Hardee's burger, I'm not gonna lie, pretty dang good. At least the last time I had one, which granted was a while back. Burger King, I don't care for much at all. I think I've been to Burger King maybe once in my life, and I didn't give a crap about it. Thought the fries were doo-doo. I don't know what Hardee's is. Hardee's and Carl's Jr. are kind of interchangeable. I don't know which of them owns the other, but I mean, if you look up like their font style and all that, it's basically the same. They're pretty much this. They're the same company, and they kind of make all the same things. But it's a lot of meal. I know that they give you a lot. How many years will Brady have to be commentating before he is not better than both quarterbacks on the teams? I don't know. It depends on the game he's commentating. I mean, he's 40, what, 6, 7 now? He could be commentating games now that, you know, like if he commentates a game between, like, you know, Mahomes and, I don't know, Joe Burrow, there's an argument to be made he's not better than either one of those right now. He's definitely not better than Mahomes right now. Mahomes is the best player. But we finally got Sonic like 2 years ago for being the capital of NYC. Albany doesn't have much, yeah. Well, that's kind of how Frankfurt is here in Kentucky. Frankfurt doesn't have a ton. They're not an especially large city. Biggest city in this state is Louisville, and then Lexington right behind it. I think Frankfurt is third, I want to say, but even that I'm not totally sure. I think it's Frankfurt. It's third. Louisville has pretty much, you know, pretty much everything. I mean, it doesn't have anything that isn't in the area. Like, you know, Jack in the Box just simply isn't in Kentucky, so you're not going to find that really anywhere around here. At least not that I know of. Frankfurt, what are you, German? Well, it's Frankfurt with an O. F-O-R-T at the end there. So he doesn't commentate KC games? I don't know. Chick started doing that during COVID and it stuck. It was a good idea handing people... Yeah, it was. They took a bad situation and made something good out of it. We'd have Jack in the Boxes around mid-Tennessee and they just started shutting down within 8 years. Oh, wow. I figured those would have been popular. But then again, I don't know how good or bad Jack in the Box is, so... Maybe Jack in the Box is doo-doo. Yeah, Sonic's alright. I like Sonic okay. Haven't been too terribly long since I had it, but In-N-Out's so popular here, but we have all the others too. Yeah. I've heard In-N-Out's a little overrated, but it depends on who you're talking to, I guess. I've heard the reason some people call it overrated is because the fries actually aren't that good. They're like, the burger's fine, but the fries are meh. And I was like, yeah, that does kind of suck if it's true. But I don't know. I've never had it. Their egg rolls gave you the squirts, but they rock till then. Yeah, most KFCs are actually in Tennessee, not Kentucky. Weird. But for a fast food place, Wendy's has dang good. Yeah, Wendy's isn't bad. There's, I think they could use some flavor on their chicken. Their chicken's kind of, is like extremely bland. But burger-wise, yeah, they're pretty good. Jack in the Box ain't got Jack. That's unfortunate. You'd think Jack would be their specialty. Checkers has the best fries. Never been to Checkers. Whataburger is great too. Yeah, I've heard Whataburger is really good. I haven't heard anything bad about Whataburger. Is it affordable and the food is fresh? Fries okay? We just started getting Whataburgers here, still haven't tried. Cool. Maybe they'll move over to here, or I'll move over to there. Nice. Now I can move to Tennessee. Yeah. Let's all move to Tennessee. Exactly, Whitey. Stop hogging all the Tennessee space. I've been to Rallies. Oh, okay, Rallies and Checkers. Yeah. Okay, so Rallies does have good fries, but a bad experience at a Rallies did sour me on them a bit. Because, I mean, for one thing, they don't have much else that's good. At least I don't think. Not around here. But the first time I ever saw a bug in food was at a Rallies, and it was kind of nasty. Now, I know that that's not all of them. That was a one-place thing. It was many, many years ago. But it is always associated with that experience. It's here for y'all when you're ready. I admit we got Five Guys a few years back. I do like them. Smash Burger is decent. I'm trying to think if I've had Smash Burger. I think I've had Smash Burger before. Though I might be thinking of Smashing Tomato, because we have that also. Arby's gave me food poisoning once, never ate it again. Well, that's unfortunate. I quite like Arby's, though then again, I know how to make Arby's roast beef myself, so I don't really need them. I actually know how to make Chick-fil-A pretty good too, so I don't really need them. Yeah, soon every place is gonna have fast bugs. Exactly. Riley's was just getting ahead of the curve. Have you ever had Raising Cane's? Yes. Raising Cane's pretty good. Raising Cane's is alright. Jeez, $24 for a burger and fries. I haven't had Five Guys in a long time. I liked it, but I haven't had them in a while. And they are pricey. The child likes Cane's. The child. I like how ominous that sounds. The child. It's like something from The Omen. It's like, what do we do to please Damien? The child likes Cane's. Actually, Damien liking a place called Cane's, that does kind of make sense. That does make a bit of sense. When you think about it. Save the raising, spare the cane. Oh, she's a teenage girl, so hey. Antichrist could be a girl, you never know. It's Damien for modern audiences, you know. Damien for if the SJW types do want the next Omen movie to feature a girl Satan, they can have that. They can have it. You all can have Satan. We'll go all the way. We'll make Satan the POC trans female. We'll go the whole 9 yards for a new Satan character. We'll make it all the things you all are. How about that? You're like, how dare you make us Satan? It's like, it's representation. It's what you want. Adam Silver, Rob Manfred, and Roger Goodell are the trinity of... I can't see that word. Brendan Fraser knows this is true. What was that movie called? Started with a B. I just saw a video of Neil deGrasse Tyson didn't like Close Encounters because there were no black scientists in the movie. I saw that video. That was... I mean, look... Oh, you said anti... Oh, okay. Well, that's why it didn't show it, because you said Antichrist, and that's... that YouTube doesn't like that word. Bedazzled. Oh, yeah! Yeah, bedazzled. Well, that Satan just likes her son to film her in sex scenes. What a weirdo. What a bloody weirdo Elizabeth Hurley turned out to be. What was I talking about? Yeah, I saw... Yeah, the Neil deGrasse Tyson video, I saw that. Neil is... You know what, Neil? Stick to pseudoscience. I don't think he's that great a scientist, to be honest, but I think he's a massive narcissist who just likes the smell of his own farts, personally, but... I think people listen to him because he's popular on television. But a lot of the stuff he says is just bullcrap. Exactly, you gotta look to the past. Greed is very overrated, yeah. Yeah, exactly. He was wrong about all of that 3 times in a row. Imagine that. I think there is more than a tad bit of snake oil salesman in him. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I think a lot of these scientists that get popular are propped up because they pick people who sound intelligent and have some charisma to them to sell certain ideas more than to actually be smart, and I think Neil is a good example of that. More than a bit of snake oil salesman in that one. It's like, ooh, I want to talk movies. And it's, yeah, he started doing that a while back, where he'd want to break down all the science fiction movies. He'll be a streamer by the end of it. Yeah, that won't surprise me. As soon as his star fades, he'll start his own YouTube channel. Which, great, he probably has a YouTube channel, but he'll be more dedicated to it. It'll be what he has. I mean, I would invite him on a stream, but I wouldn't talk a sci-fi movie with him. I'd actually make him... I would force him to discuss the writing of certain movies to see. Neil's a film critic. I mean, not a real one, but he every time a new sciencey movie comes out, he wants to talk about it. You know, but listening, it's funny because like even if you listen to that video on his film criticism, it's not very good. Like, 'cause it's like obviously he would appreciate movies that are scientifically accurate. But like he praised The Martian for being scientifically accurate, and I'm like, yeah, The Martian is pretty accurate. Granted, the storm that they have at the beginning is not at all accurate, because that would never happen on Mars. It's not even possible, that level of a windstorm. They can't have storms like that over there. But, you know, it's for movies, and it's fine. Pretty much everything else they do scientifically is accurate in that movie. But some of the movies he props up as the best, you're like, what? I don't think he understands writing very well, and his standard tends to be very inconsistent. Kind of pumpkin science. Hey, you know. I'm not necessarily an expert, it's just usually if a claim gets made that I have curiosity about, I start to read about it. That's just, it's what to do. I'm by no means a scientiferous. Bill Nye, Bill Nye was never a scientist to begin with. He was an engineer that got a TV show. He's a little twerp. I don't... He's got one of the most punchable faces I've ever seen. I've never liked Bill Nye, if I'm being honest. I've never liked him. I never cared about the show he did. That never appealed to me, but as soon as I started to see him in the public eye, I was like... and started to listen to him, I was like, I don't really like this guy. He's kind of a tool. And you start to listen to some of the stuff he says, and I'm like, oh, well, he's confirmed it. He is a massive tool. I didn't even like it when they wheeled in the TV when we were kids in school to show his crap show to us. It's funny, they never actually did that to us. Man, that's part of the reason why I probably never knew who he was growing up. Like, when I started to hear... like, I didn't even hear about who Bill Nye was until I started telling people that I liked the actor Bill Nye. And they were like, oh, you mean the science guy? And I was like, what? They're like, yeah, the science guy. I was like, what are y'all talking about? Like Bill Nye the Science Guy, and I had to look him up, and I was like, I don't know who this is. Why have I never heard of him? I started to do a little bit of digging on him, and I was like, oh, that guy. And I saw he wasn't actually even a scientist, and I was like, oh, that's interesting. Graduated in 05. But dude, actor Nye, that confused me so much. Tomorrow with Lance, we're going to talk some Fallout TV. We loved it. Per usual, some game fans are whining. Okay, I really liked all 8 episodes. Yeah, I'm talking about that today on Leon Idle's channel. I would say I thought it was okay. I did not love it. I didn't dislike it. Well, I didn't like it for the first couple of episodes. It started to win me over. By about episode 4. But, I think the show's okay. I don't think it's great. I didn't love it. But yeah, I'll be talking about that today. I think it'd be cool to go on Lance's channel tomorrow, but I have 2 shows tomorrow. I've got my channel at 5, and then, I got Jacob's at 8. So I will not be able to join Lance's stream, unfortunately. But yeah, I finished Fallout last night. Thought it was okay. I think there's a lot of potential for it. Ew, what's this? What is this? What is that? Wound Seekers. Interesting. What time is it? Yeah, it's almost 3:30. I'm gonna have to stop here in just a sec. Because I got the show coming up. Let's go in here real quick. But yeah, there's a lot about Fallout that I very much liked. Few things I don't. But overall, pretty solid. I almost died of cringe from that video. Oh wait, you're referring... Okay, I have to catch up with this part of the conversation. Fly away. Yeah, Walton Goggins is the best thing about the show, hands down. No question. He is the best thing about it. Goggins is a Chad. He's good in everything. I honestly don't know if I've ever seen anything with him in it that he wasn't good in. Even that sitcom he did, what was it called, like The Unicorn? He was good in that. Like, I didn't necessarily think the show was great, but I watched him a bit in that, and I was like, you know, he can do a sitcom. He can do just about anything he wants. And he's good at it. Let's put on that. Thank you, Whitey. You know you love it. You know you love this Metroid-y game. Trying to get rid of these little buggers, and then I think I'll call it after that. Dang it, I got hit. Just freaking teleported. Permanent weapon trait. Unlock critical rockets 1. Neat. Okay. They're all dead. Remember that awful cringe song on his show by that lady called My Sex Junk? I did not watch that. I heard about it. I didn't bother to watch it. Alrighty, well, ladies and James, that is going to wrap it up for today on this stream. But again, if you want, you can head over to Words of Paradise, because I'm going to be on there in just a bit talking Fallout, amongst other things. That should be lots and lots of fun. I've also got my stream tomorrow at 5. We're going to be talking Mystery Men. And then on Jacob Ironside's channel, we're talking Amadeus. So all of that should be fun. I say all this while I'm taking out these fools. Alright. That'll do it. Thanks everyone for joining me. See you all back on this stream Wednesday. Until then, good night, God bless, and Godspeed.